Owning a home is the American dream. I love my job because I get to help people buy, sell, and improve that American dream. Follow me this week as we explore exciting new trends in Utah's real estate. Take a look at this one, Clay. Beautiful, right?
That is. I like that a lot.
Okay, so right, perfectly finished out. One of the nice things about this property, we're down in South Jordan, and of course South Jordan is known for Daybreak, but this is just perfectly right outside of Daybreak's boundaries, and so you get all the benefits. Your property value is much higher in South Jordan than it is even like in West Jordan, even though they're very similar.
Very, very big difference, yeah.
Because of Daybreak. But a lot of people don't like Daybreak because the CC&Rs are very, very restrictive.
Yes. That's right.
And so, as you're going to notice this one, we're flying around. They're building a new church right across the street, as you can see. And the backyard, look at how beautiful that is. The guy has spent a ton of money on landscaping, and the house looks, when you walk into this house, it's a couple years old home, not very old, but it looks like it's absolutely brand new. There's not a ding on the wall. There's not a nick in anything. I mean, it looks absolutely perfect.
Yeah, and the color scheme they've done here inside, first of all, the approach on this home looks spectacular. But then as you walk in here and you see the colors, the carpet, the wood, the cabinets that I showed just a little bit ago, they've just pulled this together in a very tasteful way, and it really works.
Yeah. So he's done a ton of upgrades. You can notice on the floor as you walk in, it's got hardwood that pushes all the way into the kitchen. Of course, he's got some nice fireplates and plantation shutters, as you can see. All the lighting that you see in here has been an upgrade. He also did granite countertops throughout, and this is ready for somebody to move in and enjoy.
Yeah, I love that dark contrast, and then the two wood tones that they chose in that kitchen, and then how that kind of pulls together with those granite countertops.
Yeah.
Very nice touch.
Yeah, very popular. Of course, the perfect little, so this home was built by Ivory, and Ivory is known for some of the best floor plans on the market. One of the things they do that are different than a lot of other builders, they really focus on the community. And so inside here, you've got a couple parks that are really closely located, and they've got a pool and all kinds of stuff there. And so you've got your neighborhood kind of feeling, and then you've got a really nice house, a really nice floor plan, and the basement's unfinished at this point, so you can finish that out at your leisure.
What a great place for a family, though. You know, you talk about with the parks and the pool, and then just like you say, Ivory does such a good job on their layouts, their floor plans, the functionality. All this works really well for them. I like that.
Yeah. So there's a little office as you walk in right off the front entry. Here we're headed to the master bedroom. You're going to notice a nice vaulted ceiling. Of course, Rambler, and they're able to take advantage of vaulted ceilings. And headed in here to the master bath, as you can see.
Yeah, I really like that vaulted ceilings. It gives it always a more open feeling, makes things feel bigger, you know.
Yeah.
Nice bathroom.
Yeah, finished out nice with that nice corner tub. Really beautiful shower.
Like those subway tiles they have accenting it right up there at the top.
Yeah.
Really nice.
They always do such a nice job, and of course they did a ton of upgrades on this house. So this area is selling super, super hot. I can't even believe it. As we pulled up the comps and kind of looked at what was going on, it's unbelievable how fast these houses sell in this area.
Yeah, that's been a really hot market. You know, I've had a few friends that have relocated out there in the last 5 years, and they've loved the area, they've loved the neighborhoods, these types of developments. It's just a great place to be.
Yeah, and they've done a lot of freeway accessibility, and so this area where it wasn't as popular before now. Oh, take a look at the backyard here. He's got a fireplace all built in there. It's got kind of it's got a fireplace up on the top there, and he's also got like a wood, or like a, what would you call that? Like I guess a fireplace.
Yeah. Big
RV pad on the side as you're driving, and then access down into the basement.
That's such a beautiful home.
So Clay, take a look at this one.
I really love the yard, the mature landscaping, the approach on this house, the sidewalks. It's just That's a beautiful home.
This one took my gasp as I pulled up outside of this house, because nothing says pride and ownership than when you pull up to a house like this.
Yeah.
They have just,
Details.
oh my goodness. When I pulled up, it just puts a smile on your face when you pull up to a house like this. These people have lived in this house for 25 years, and it's in one of the most beautiful locations in Holiday. And as you can see by all these beautiful trees, and somebody has loved this home.
Oh yeah, you look at those little rose bushes, the flowers in the front, the little beds that they have out there. They really paid attention to detail. And what a fun home to, like you say, pull up in front of and walk up into. Look at that.
Can you believe it?
Yeah.
And you want to talk about pride and ownership? This is when they opened the door, I said, you want to talk about pride and ownership, because this is absolutely darling. People that
Yes.
love houses like this don't sell them normally.
Yep.
But this one's come up for sale, and I was just absolutely stunned at how cool the layout of the floor plan. They've completely redone everything on this house. As you can see, those beautiful cabinets and those countertops, and they have such a flair of style
Yeah.
and design.
Well, you know, you walk in from the outside and you think, can I keep that going on the inside? And sure enough, you walk in here and think, wow, they've just really done this well with their whole color scheme and what they've done here in the kitchen, pulling this together with those nice white clean cabinets. You have the lower kind of blue and then the granite. It just comes together really nicely.
Yeah, just a beautiful, just a great entertaining space here. Lots of windows, as you can see. They've had a lot of windows in this, and the backyard is just stunning. This is on the main floor, and this is going to be kind of the living room area where you can watch TV, and you can just see all that light just bursting
Yeah.
through this house.
Brightens it up, gives it a lot of warmth, and then
This is the deck right off, so you can access this deck off the master bedroom or off of that kind of living room area.
Yeah.
And that's where your hot tub is all sunken, and they've also got a trampoline sunken in there. And look at all these upgrades and all those beautiful. Now walking into the master, take a look at this.
oh my word,
Can you believe how beautiful this is?
seriously,
And so you're
breathtaking.
I know, and you've got your little kind of reading area right out there, and that's where you walk onto that deck, and that's where the hot tub is. And when I saw this house, I was taken back. I mean, there's not a lot of properties I walk into, and I'm just like, I would have never expected this, but somebody has really loved this house, and they were constantly adding and updating and changing, and just darling, right?
So amazing. I mean, you're so fortunate because you get to see a lot of homes, Jay, and you walk into something like this, and it just really takes your breath away. What they've done, and this sunroom, this extension. That they
This
have
is right.
there,
This is on the master bath right here, and so then it just pushes out into the backyard and adds on all the sunroom. And she's got a little office in there.
And the bathtub. Did you see that?
Yeah,
right
a little
there?
sunken bathtub, and just talk about charming.
Well, this is truly a dream home.
It
You
is.
can tell this is a dream home. They put a lot of thought to the attention and detail of every little aspect of this home. And like you say, this is something that rarely comes up for sale.
It doesn't.
You know?
I'm telling you, I run across properties like his and her closet. Now we're actually headed down into the basement here, and you can still the style and charm still continues in here.
You know, charm is the perfect word.
Yeah.
It really is. It's just so charming what they've done. It's nice, it's warm, it's open. This is, look at that. That's it. That's a neat little room they have right there, isn't it?
Yeah, and so she does eyelashes and stuff, and that's what she does
Okay.
before. And here's in a couple of bedrooms, and down in the basement, still just charming and gorgeous,
Yeah.
right?
It is.
This is the laundry room that's down there. Now we should take a look at this backyard, right?
Oh my word. You know, like I said, you have the front, you have the interior, and then you walk back. It just keeps that consistency of quality and just attention to detail. Like I said before, on everything about this house.
It's just beautiful. They got a
Yeah.
shop on the back there. It's got 220 that's secondary to the garage. And man, this is I'm absolutely in love with this house. So Clay, if you ever wanted to have horse property, but not have to live out and far away, that's what we're talking about. South Jordan right here. Take a look at that lot size.
That's incredible. And you know, Jay, I grew up around horses.
Yeah.
You know, we had a cattle ranch growing up and worked with horses. There's just something soothing about having them. And like you say, they have the convenience of having them this close, right on your property. Caring for them becomes so much simpler. And what a beautiful estate.
Yeah, and so this, when you pull into this neighborhood, it's all equestrian horse property. And so all of the lot, which you don't really find anymore.
No.
Because you just don't find land like this anymore, especially in the middle of the city. And it's right next to the equestrian center. And so land is always valuable. And if you can get it right in South Jordan and take a look at the remodel on the inside.
Oh my word, yeah.
Beautiful, right?
Well, you have that update on the inside. On the outside, you have the mature landscaping, all the benefits of, you know, more seasoned property that's been around and laid out very nicely. And then you come inside and they've just really done this right.
They've decked it out.
They have.
You know, they spent a lot of money on this remodel because you can tell when people go in and they do a remodel, they might paint the cabinets, you know, they might, you know, sneak by with something they really put the money in. I think their plan was to stay here long term, but I think they've made, something's changed in their life and they're going to move on and do something different, but that's going to be somebody else's game because they really have put a lot into this.
They have, and that's one of the cool things about doing this with you, Jay, is you see some of these, and this is one of those homes you look at and you go, wow, that's a great idea. But I really like the way they've done that. I like the layout, I like the color tones that they've chosen, the kitchen, the way they did the tile work and countertops, and then just carrying into this, like I say, they really did the remodel the right way.
Yeah, it looks like a brand new home.
It
right?
does.
Yeah.
It really does.
And so the nice thing about this, you can't get brand new houses unless you spend a lot of money because a lot like this costs a lot, okay? You're gonna be talking, this lot's gonna cost you probably $300,000. And normally what happens, then they take and they have to build a big, huge house on it to be able to make the numbers right. This one's still economical as far as value. So you get a newer brand, I mean, look, it's like a brand new, right?
Yes, it is.
Really nice neutral colors, and you get that huge lot. You get the established neighborhood, so you get all the mature trees. This one's a winner.
It is. Like I said, you know, that's one of my things is ultimately to have horses again and have that on my property. So I see a property like this and I covet a little bit. I think, wow, this is a perfect setup. And then just like I say, you just look at the inside of this and what they've done here with these colors and the bathroom, and it works for just about anybody. It really does. When you look at this.
Look at all, and they didn't spare any expense. They didn't just paint the cabinets. These are brand new wood grain cabinets. Everything's brand new in this house. I mean, it looks, just built-in book cabinets, right?
I love those rooms.
Yeah, look at all the light. That room kind of wraps around those light, and those windows wrap around that room. Lots of light everywhere you see in this house. Just beautiful.
Yeah, it's nice the way they've done that, you know, with this property and with the remodel, and you have another extra room down here. I love that room. Yeah. You know, you might have one of those in our house.
Yeah.
Actually,
headed down,
used,
they've got a second little kitchen down in the basement area down here. They've got like a little reading room down here, a little place for the kids to watch TV.
You know, and as a kid, you always dream about having these kind of places to go to.
Yeah.
You know, and you know your kids love it. I know my kids have loved having these type of spaces like that where they can read, chill out, hang out together. Nice little kitchenette that we have down there.
Yeah, so they've really done one of the really beautiful things. So this one's going to be 6 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. It's about 4,156 square feet with 1.28 acres. And boy, a lot of house, right?
That's a lot of house. It is the perfect horse property.
Yeah. One thing I really like about these bedrooms, they've got massive closets. You know, they don't really usually just kind of stick them in there, but they really put massive closets. Now, heading into the backyard here, they've had, the backyard is big enough and nice enough. They call it like a park-like backyard. They've had, I mean, this little sitting area in the afternoon is perfect to watch the sun go down. They've had weddings in this backyard. It is beautiful.
It is. I love that deck right off the house right there, and this great fire pit right here in the middle. And like I say, that perfect football yard. And yet then you have the great touches of the nice little garden tree area. Good warmth there that provides.
Yeah, and your neighbors are far away, so you could have a party. You could have a party, or you could have a wedding, and nobody would care, you know.
Yeah.
And the horse property, there's nothing more valuable than a horse property out there. When it really comes down to it, that's what, I mean, even if you're not going to have houses, to have the ability to have houses, look at that thing, it almost frames perfectly in the city.
And the
It's a
surrounding
standout.
with all those mature trees is just, I love that.
Yeah, and so this is just a couple blocks away. We're going into the equestrian center, which is perfect. You can see the racetrack on the back there and the place for all the stables. Yeah, this is a house that I really, really like. It's an exceptional value, and it's in a great location.
It is.
Clay, so this one we're going to be heading up into the Heber Valley, which, boy, you talk about one of the beautiful areas of Utah.
Yes, yeah. You know, I grew up in southern Utah. I love that desert scape, but then I love Heber Valley. I really do. Every time I go in there, I love the setting, I love the culture, and you know, this is a great property.
Look at this,
right
how
in that valley.
It just wraps around, and this property just goes out forever, and it's got stables off the back, as you can see. Or I guess more like horse runs, I guess, is that what you call that? What would you call that? You had horses.
Yeah, you got
stables.
your corrals there.
Corrals.
Yeah,
Okay, there you go.
Corrals for them.
Place for all your trailers and stuff around the back of the property, and then you still got plenty of grass.
Yeah, this is you know my love for horses and horse property and my desire to have that. But this is a great setting, right? How they've done this right here. They kind of separated that horse area from the grass and the landscaping and the family area, but it's still super close by and very convenient to work with. Nice in-ground trampoline, great aerial views, nice lines on the top of that roof line too.
Yeah, so we're looking at on this one, 1.33 acres. And look at those roof lines, just beautiful.
They
It's a
are.
spectacular property, but it sits back on this lot. I mean, when this lot became available, it must have been super desirable.
Yeah.
And headed in the inside, they spared no expense on this one. Look at it.
Oh, you know, I love it. I love the wood beams up there, the openness, the expansiveness, the way that ceiling is done, the light streaming into it, the extra little window up there at the top, adding that extra touch of light, really warms up the room and just brightens it up.
Yeah, we even got the TV on. We never see the TV on these houses, but that's
know.
great. Add a little character.
Yeah.
I like it. Look at all the wood that they put in here, the beams. Okay, so on the inside, we're going to be looking at 5290 square feet with 5 bedrooms, 4 full and 1 half baths. It's got a 4-car garage, and it's built in 2005. And as you can tell, they really put a lot of money into this. Those nice wood floors.
You know, yeah, and it gave us a shot just barely how that opened up in that great room into the kitchen.
Yeah.
I loved how that pulled in, how that transitioned, and the colors that they used. We'll see some more of that, but yeah, there we go. Right, look at that.
Spectacular.
Yeah.
I mean, really, somebody, a builder, whoever built this house, really, they didn't cut, they didn't cut any corners whatsoever.
And you see that archway that kind of leads into it. It just makes a nice flow into that room from that family room and great room, and it just goes right in. And the color contrast that they've used in here was done so well.
Yeah. Yeah, look at those appliances. I mean, those are some high grade appliances they put in there.
Yeah. We see a lot of those, so we appreciate it when we see that. We know what those are.
Oh yeah, right?
Yeah,
'Cause we know what that costs.
Exactly.
I know what that costs. That
Yeah.
costs a lot of money.
It did.
But they really put it on this house. And it's just beautiful work everywhere you go. And the Heber Valley is just super desirable. This is headed in the master bedroom, which is on the main floor, which is really nice. And look at all the wood.
I love that, and again, it kind of fits in with that style and that culture and that just the way the atmosphere up there in the Heber Valley.
Yeah.
And with the horse property, and just they've kind of pulled this together with that type of property and the location. It was very well done.
Yeah. And they decorated real well too.
They
I'm
did.
impressed.
Yep.
Yeah. Lots of wood everywhere you look, and wood is one of the most expensive things to finish a house out in. It costs so much money because somebody has to harvest it, they have to cut it, they have to stain it, then somebody has to install it. Then oh man.
Again, you know, when we see homes like this, Jay, we automatically know the workmanship that's gone into doing that, and the extra cost that's gone into doing that as well.
Yeah, this is, and you always talk about that price per square foot, and you'll compare one house to another price per square foot, but the cost of building it with this kind of style and design and the kind of stuff that they use in this house, I mean, it's off the charts.
And that door casing right there and the molding that was put around that, it's just the extra touches that really make it that much nicer.
Yeah, and the nice thing about Heber Valley, you're kind of far away from it, but you're close to everything. And Heber's been growing a ton lately. So this is going to be in their kind of great area down in the basement with kind of a family, kind of perfect for watching the game in the afternoon.
Yep.
But it still has the walkout into the backyard, and it's got a second kitchen, as you notice off the back.
Yep, and again, you see those nice archways kind of separating the rooms a little bit, kind of create some separation, but there's still that open, warm feel to it that you have as you go throughout the house.
Yeah, look at this. They've got a built-in safe.
I love that.
You're gonna like that, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Tons of storage in this house also, and look at the size of the bedrooms. They didn't skimp on square footage at all. I mean, these are large rooms.
They are.
Each one of these look like a master bedroom, really.
I don't know how much space that type of event takes up. So
That's
to have
a
that room
big
still
bed.
that big around it, it just gives you an idea how nice and big that room is.
And here's your deck off the back, and so it's perfect in the afternoon because it's got shade from the afternoon sun coming down, so you can have your little barbecue in the back, and obviously your neighbors' houses aren't lacking at all either. I mean, they've got some beautiful houses as well.
You just saw the mountains there. You know, the mountains around Heber Valley are just breathtaking.
Yeah.
They are.
And so that's what you're looking at out in the Heber Valley. Beautiful property.
Want to sell your house faster and for more money? Jay uses the same camera crew from the TV show to add a full motion video tour to your home. The key to selling real estate is making your home look exceptional and getting it in front of as many potential buyers as possible.
And the best part is it doesn't cost anything more than working with a regular realtor. And everybody that buys or sells with me gets to use Helping Hands Moving Company for free. So to see these beautiful homes, be sure to tune in Real Estate Essentials every Sunday afternoon at 4:30, only on ABC4 Utah.
So I thought it'd be a great time to go look at some St. George property, and there's nothing beautiful than a house with a view. And I've got one of the pros down there. I've got Bob Norton. So Bob, tell me a little bit about this beautiful home you guys built.
Well, this was our 2016 Parade of Homes home, and we built this home as a spec to maximize the views. And it's 8,800 square feet, and our biggest desire and goal was to make this home as beautiful, taking in as much of the St. George views as possible, as you can see.
Yeah.
And we tried to also bring in the trends and the styles that are really with what the market wants right now.
Yeah, it's spectacular. So tell me a little bit about this subdivision. Where is this situated?
This is in Stone Cliff. And Stone Cliff is known in southern Utah as one of the premier subdivisions. It's gated. They have a fantastic common area with pools and different amenities, and 24-hour guarded gate subdivision. And it's also really built on a hill to where most of the homes have views of southern Utah.
Yeah, it's beautiful. So stepping into the inside, it's just a really bright, just spectacular look. Tell me what you guys had in mind as you finish this out.
Well, one of my favorite features in this living room is, of course, I love the ceiling height, and we love the openness. We tried to just get as many windows as you could right there to see the different views. And we also, that fireplace, that granite that you see right there, that was one of my favorite features of just how well that granite came out.
Yeah, so headed in here into
of course, is the great room and the kitchen area. We wanted it to all be an open, comfortable living area where you didn't feel like you were too cramped in with walls.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about this kitchen and what you guys had in mind here.
Oh, we just wanted it to just be spectacular. Painted cabinets, light wood floors. That hood is just, it's hard to even appreciate that hood unless you're in person. And we wanted to go a transitional style where it wasn't overly traditional and not too contemporary. We put top of the line appliances in there and really wanted to make it just a very functional, open kitchen and still feel like it was light and bright and airy.
Yeah, one of the things I like about it is it still has those views. It's kind of tucked back in there, but it still looks out over there. And there you are, walking out onto the deck.
Oh,
It's just a spectacular area.
And you see those views from, when you first get that video, it's a little hard to see that, but you see all those views as you walk in, and it really just takes your breath away.
Yeah, so headed here into the master bedroom, looks like you guys took advantage of the views again, right?
We did, and this was a lot of fun. As we were trying to design the home, we wanted you to be able to see those views, but still have a fireplace wall, and so we really wanted to make it have the best of both worlds, and make it just a really comfortable room, but also, where you have a sitting area and you have that great looking piece of granite around the fireplace and take in all those views. Of course, that kind of followed through there with the bathroom, and we if you can imagine sitting in the tub and looking out that big window, we kind of joke about that. We had 30,000 people come through with the parade at homes, and you'll see here that one of the questions that we got asked a lot was, you realize that there's a big window right here in your shower?
Yeah, but I guess if you put a little tint on, like a one-way tint, that wouldn't make any big deal at all, right?
Absolutely. We're just waiting for, basically for the right buyer, we would definitely tint that.
Yeah. So it looks like you have a beautiful laundry room here.
Yes, and we went all marble, and we wanted to make that laundry room close to the master. And this is one of the guest suites, and of course that's the office.
Yeah, beautiful.
All maximizing views. We wanted to have views ideally in every bedroom.
So this is going to be down theoretically in the lower level, but it's really not even a basement because it'd open right up to the back, right?
That was our goal. We wanted to call it a lower level instead of a basement. We wanted those tall ceilings. We wanted it to be bright. We wanted it to be open and really feel like it was an upper level living. And you could see that with all the windows that we tried to install, that we really were able to accomplish that.
Okay, so this one looks furnished now. Are you going to sell it furnished, or is it going to be?
Correct.
Oh, really?
It's sold furnished.
And so what kind of price are we talking about on this house?
We're asking $3.25 million. It's over 8,800 square feet, and obviously with the level of quality, we feel pretty confident that the right person will appreciate really all the different levels of craftsmanship that were put in that home.
Yeah, that seems like a real spectacular value. I mean, that lot alone must be really expensive. So Bob, this is a beautiful, beautiful home here. If somebody wanted to contact you, how would they reach you?
Well, they could reach me. They could contact me through my website, which is www.nortonluxury.com, or they can also call me on my cell phone, which is 435-216-6698.